Welcome to another episode of Japanverse exclusive. Today we're at the biggest Muji store in the world and it's in Nara. Let's go! Mujirushi, more fondly called Muji, sells just about everything. However, they are best known as a furniture and household goods store. Now, the world's largest Muji store has just opened in Kashihara in Nara Prefecture. It is about 8,000 square meters and has the most diverse collection of Muji goods, including clothing, food, and home goods. As I just mentioned, it is 8,000 square meters in size, just about. So it's a massive store. And while we would love to give you that good virtual, tour of this Muji, there's no way that's gonna be possible because there's just so much to see. So here are some of the highlights that we found at this massive Muji store that is new and it's located in Nara Prefecture. So here we go. Just a bit of a background. The store is located in Kashihara in Nara Prefecture and it is part of the town's Aeon Mall. The store's grand opening was on March 1st, 2025, so literally just a few months ago. Because of the size of the store, you can get all the items here that you may not be able to get at other stores around Japan. So basically, this is a collection of all the products that Muji has in stock. In addition to having everything under one roof, because of the massive size of the place, like literally you cannot stand at the front of the store and see the other end of the store because of how big it is. And because of this, it allows for Muji to have a showroom style display of all their household goods. It is kind of similar to what you would see in a Nitori or even in an IKEA, that kind of showroom setup. Now, if you are a Muji fan, if you like Muji goods, and sometimes you might see like a few items here or there that you may not see in a store near you and you want to get everything under one roof, then this is definitely the place to shop. Some of the main features of this massive grand Muji store that is in Nara is that it has some locally themed products that are inspired by Nara. They also have a book cafe. They also have a health checkup corner, which is located at the front of the store. And they actually have a cafe where you can try different Muji treats like cakes and snacks. And there's also an area where you can sit and enjoy that treat as well. Now we're gonna show you a bit of that, so just bear with us for a minute because as I said, we couldn't show everything, so we're just giving you the highlights and the rundown. Now, what we're looking at now in the video are some of the lighting fixtures that are available there at Muji. Now, if you go to a regular Muji store, you are gonna see a few of these. For example, if you check our other video where we did like a bit of a run through of what is in Muji with prices and so on, you will see a few of these lighting fixtures, but for sure you're not gonna see all of them, and that is what makes this location so unique. You might be wondering why not open such a grand store in perhaps like a Tokyo or a Osaka, and that was actually intentional. Now the purpose of putting the Muji store in Nara is because it's an effort to revitalize the local economy and to attract new visitors to the region. So that is why it is located in Nara. And I think it's a good step because Nara has so much to offer, and this is just another reason to visit the region and also to visit the prefecture. One thing that I liked about the store was that there were clear section markers everywhere. So, because there's so much to navigate, right? And it might take you a long time to find where you want to go and what you want to buy. So, what they did was to put up like big section markers that are in those bright Muji colors that you can see from almost anywhere in the store. So it makes it so much easier for you to navigate the section that you're interested in. And then, of course, they put the sections together well. For example, the cafe and the snacks and food section are all in the same area. The showroom items are in the same area as well. Now, I forgot to mention that another unique feature of this location is that they have what they're calling the Remuji, which is actually a space where people can recycle old furnitures, or if you're into antiques and stuff like that, it is also a great place for you to get a few of those things. So they're also including a lot of recycling when it comes to furnitures and other household items, and that was an interesting part of the store as well, and that is all within a section to itself. Here is what the showroom display looks like, and as you can see, this is quite unique to this location. So as I mentioned before, it's set up like how you'd see an IKEA or a Nitori. They have them on displays, and of course they have staff around to assist you with any questions or concerns that you have. You can test out the items, and it's just really a good feel. Now, what I like so much about this store is that you could literally walk into it and walk out with almost everything that you might need for your home. For example, they had refrigerators, microwave, uh, rice cookers, all of that in a section. They had dining tables, they had sofa sets, they had beds, they have the linens, they have everything in this store. They also have a lot of plants and real authentic plants and different kinds of decors that can add to your space. And some of these items that we saw were so unique and uniquely Muji. If you know the feel and the style of Muji, they are basically a brandless brand, if that makes sense to you. And all of that was reflected in the space, and we really enjoyed our time spent here. Here are some of the indoor plants that they also had on sale. They also do have smaller plants as well. That was in a different section closer to the front near the health section. Now, I'm just giving you a glimpse of this so you can have an understanding of the things that are available here. So they have indoor plants that you can just buy and take home with you that can add to the decor and the feel of your space. And plants are good for improving your air quality, inside your home and your space. So it's really just a one-stop shop. Naturally, they also have their stationery section, and there was a bit of an addition to this section that was also unique to the location. Like, for example, usually when you buy Muji books, they don't have a branding on it or anything like that. They're pretty plain, pretty standard, and they also included like a section inside of it where you could personalize your item if you wanted to. And I'm going to show you that in just a bit or just a few. But here are some of the pens and markers and different supplies that we're used to getting from Muji. But what you can see is that the section is massive, it's grand, and you could literally get all the items that you want in this one place. And that is the main thing about this really large, really big Muji store that they open in Nara. Here is the section that I mentioned earlier. So this is the stamp corner, and basically they have a bunch of little stamps. They come in different shapes, different, symbols, and they also have the alphabet and numbers here as well. Now, what this is about is that when you buy your Muji books, for example, these plain simple ones that they have here, you could customize what you want the cover of your book to look like, or whatever it might be, your pages. It's really up to you to customize. So you can just do like this little ink and stamp kind of pattern, and you get something unique. And as I said before, this is unique to this location here, and this is just a glimpse or a highlight of some of the things that are available. There's so much more to do here, so much more unique setup, so much more unique offerings that are here, and this is just one of the many. So yes, you can still get your Muji books that are, doesn't have a brand on it, but not only can you get those and that feeling, but you can also customize it to your liking, which just adds a little bit of flair to it all. Now, this is the baggage section that they have, and I've never seen all of these baggage or bags or luggages that they have before. This is my first time seeing the variety, and that was also really amazing. Here is the food and snacks section, and as per what is expected, they have their unique flavors and unique collection of different Muji snacks, and you can just get all of them in one place. They have the freezer section as well, which is really large, it's really massive. And I know you might be wondering where are all these things, but as I said before, it was so difficult to record everything because the place is so massive. In addition to that, we were really enjoying our time shopping here, so we do apologize, but it was really fun. We saw so many unique things, we saw so many things that we liked, and it was just, at the same time, it was a bit overwhelming to record, but we did our best to get as much as we could, because it was really an experience for us, and we were busy shopping and getting all those favorite Muji things that we liked, and even discovering some new things that we hadn't seen before. So I guess this is just to say that if you are a fan of Muji, if you've shopped at Muji before and you like what you saw in those small branches, you will definitely love everything that they have to offer at this store, because it's just really massive, it's really grand, and be prepared to spend like a lot of time moving around the area because it's really large, and it's not something that you can see like in 30 minutes. So if you're taking the trip down to see this store, make sure you have enough time on your hands, because it's gonna take quite a good amount of time for you to get through the store, get around, and to really explore and see what you want or what you might enjoy doing there. As I mentioned before, they also have the Muji Cafe, which allows you to try a lot of their different kind of snacks. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again in the next upload.